1,200,000 years ago. Survival was a battle every single day. Deep inside a hot prehistoric rainforest, a small tribe wandered through thick trees searching for food. The hunters had failed to catch animals for many days, and everyone was weak with hunger. Among the tribe were several women carrying children, struggling to keep moving under the burning heat. Their stomachs growled as dangerous sounds echoed through the jungle. Every step could mean death from predators, poisonous insects, or starvation. One afternoon, a young prehistoric woman spotted a strange tree filled with bright orange fruits. The fruits smelled sweet and fresh. None of the tribe had seen them before, but hunger pushed away fear. The tribe rushed toward the tree. The women quickly gathered the soft fruits and shared them with everyone. The sweet taste gave them hope for survival. For the first time in days, the tribe felt relief. But something was terribly wrong. The papayas had been sitting too long in the tropical heat. Tiny insects and harmful bacteria had already begun growing inside the fruit. Primitive humans had no knowledge of spoiled food or dangerous microbes. To them, food was food. Within hours, several women became violently sick. One collapsed beside the campfire, holding her stomach in agony. Another struggled to breathe as dizziness overwhelmed her body. Panic spread through the tribe. Children cried while hunters grabbed flaming torches. Afraid evil spirits had cursed the camp. The tribal healer examined the sick women, but did not understand the real danger. He crushed leaves into medicine and placed wet herbs on their skin, hoping nature would save them. As night fell, the rainforest became even more terrifying. Hyenas laughed in the darkness while giant insects swarmed around the camp. Rain poured heavily from the sky, soaking everyone. The sick women grew weaker every hour. Some could barely stand. Others drifted in and out of consciousness, while thunder shook the trees above them. One elderly woman remembered seeing dead animals near similar fruit years earlier. She warned the tribe that the sweet smell could hide danger. The hunters quickly threw the remaining papayas into the river. Fear filled every face. The tribe realized that even food could become deadly in the ancient world. For 2 painful days, the women fought to survive. The tribe stayed hidden inside a cave while predators roamed outside. The healer continued using herbs and boiled water from the river to help the sick. Slowly, some women recovered their strength, but the terrifying experience changed the tribe forever. From that moment on, the tribe became far more careful with unfamiliar food. They learned to smell fruits before eating them and avoid anything rotten or filled with insects. Survival in prehistoric times depended on learning from deadly mistakes. In a world without medicine, one bad meal could wipe out an entire tribe. The rainforest remained beautiful but merciless. Every tree, river, and fruit could either save a life or end it. And for those prehistoric women, the sweet papaya became a terrifying reminder that nature always demanded caution. The ancient jungle was silent, except for distant animal cries. 1.2 million years ago, early humans lived in constant fear. They had no farms, no hospitals, and no protection from nature. Every sunrise was another desperate attempt to survive. A tribe of prehistoric humans traveled through a dangerous rainforest after weeks of food shortages. The hunters returned empty-handed again and again. The women and children were growing weak. Some had not eaten properly for days. Tension filled the camp as hunger pushed everyone closer to desperation. Then, something incredible appeared. Near a riverbank stood several trees covered in large orange papayas. The fruit looked fresh and juicy under sunlight. Excited cries echoed through the tribe. Women rushed to collect as many papayas as possible while children laughed with joy. The tribe believed the jungle had finally blessed them with food. The women sliced the fruits using sharp stone tools. Sweet juice covered their hands as everyone began eating greedily. The papayas tasted better than anything they had eaten in weeks. For a short time, happiness returned to the tribe. Then the sickness began. One woman suddenly felt sharp pain in her stomach. Another became dizzy and collapsed near the fire. Soon several others started vomiting violently. Panic exploded across the camp. The tribe had no understanding of bacteria or spoiled food. To them, it seemed like an invisible curse had attacked the women. The tribal healer attempted to save them using ancient remedies. He burned special plants in the fire and rubbed crushed leaves onto the women's skin. But the sickness continued spreading. Some women became too weak to walk. Their faces turned pale as fear consumed the tribe. Night arrived quickly. Rainstorms flooded the jungle while predators circled nearby. The sick women cried in pain as thunder shook the ground. Hunters stayed awake all night holding spears and torches, protecting the camp from hungry beasts waiting in the darkness. An older hunter inspected the remaining papayas carefully. Inside some fruits, he discovered worms and rotting flesh hidden beneath the skin. Realization spread through the tribe. The fruit had gone bad under the intense jungle heat. What looked safe on the outside had become dangerous inside. The tribe immediately threw the spoiled papayas away. Nobody touched the fruit again. For days, the camp remained silent as the women slowly recovered. Some survived only because the tribe carried them to clean water and kept them warm during freezing nights. That terrifying event became an important lesson for early humans. They began testing new foods carefully and avoiding fruits that smelled strange or attracted insects. Knowledge meant survival. Every mistake carried deadly consequences. In the prehistoric world, the rainforest still stood tall and beautiful around them, but hidden beneath its beauty was danger everywhere. And the deadly papaya incident reminded the tribe that nature could turn against them at any moment. Long before civilization existed, prehistoric humans lived surrounded by danger. 1.2 million years ago, survival depended entirely on nature. Tribes wandered endlessly through forests searching for water, shelter, and food, while deadly predators watched from the shadows. One starving tribe entered a tropical rainforest after many days without enough food. Children cried from hunger, while exhausted women struggled to carry supplies. The hunters had failed repeatedly, and the tribe feared starvation was near. During the journey, several women discovered a tree filled with ripe papayas. The fruits glowed bright orange among green leaves. Their sweet smell spread through the humid air. Excitement rushed through the tribe because finding food in the wild often meant survival. The women quickly gathered the papayas and shared them with everyone. The soft fruit tasted delicious. Juice dripped down their hands as they ate beside the river. Smiles appeared for the first time in days. But soon the celebration turned into horror. The papayas had become contaminated after rotting in the tropical heat. Dangerous bacteria and insects were hidden inside the fruit. Primitive humans had no understanding of food poisoning. They unknowingly consumed the spoiled papayas without hesitation. Hours later, one woman screamed in pain and collapsed. Another became extremely weak and could barely breathe. Fear spread rapidly across the tribe. Some believed angry jungle spirits had poisoned the camp. Others feared a deadly curse had arrived. The healer tried everything he knew. He mixed crushed plants into medicine and used smoke from burning herbs to chase away evil spirits. Meanwhile, heavy rain trapped the tribe deep inside the rainforest. The situation became worse during the night. Wild predators moved around the camp while the sick women fought for survival. Thunderstorms shook the trees overhead. Children cried quietly as hunters guarded the campfire with sharpened spears. An experienced elder inspected the remaining fruit and discovered signs of decay hidden beneath the skin. Tiny insects crawled to the spoiled papayas. The tribe immediately realized the fruit itself was responsible for the sickness. The hunters carried the rotten fruit far from camp and buried it. Nobody wanted to risk eating it again. Slowly, after many painful days, the surviving women regained their strength. The tribe celebrated their recovery, but nobody forgot the terrifying experience. From then on, the tribe became extremely cautious about unfamiliar foods. They checked fruits carefully and avoided anything soft, rotten, or filled with insects. In prehistoric times, survival often depended on learning from near-death experiences. The jungle continued testing humanity every day. One wrong decision could destroy an entire tribe. And deep within the ancient rainforest, the deadly papaya became a symbol of nature's hidden dangers. 1.2 million years ago, the prehistoric world was brutal and unforgiving. Early humans faced deadly predators, violent storms, poisonous creatures, and starvation almost every day. Survival required constant movement through dangerous forests and rivers. A small tribe wandered across a massive rainforest, searching desperately for food. Their supplies were gone, and the hunters had failed for many days. Hunger weakened everyone, especially the women and children. The tribe knew they needed food quickly, or death would follow. Then they found the papaya trees. Bright orange fruits hung from the branches like treasure. The women climbed carefully and collected armfuls of ripe papayas. The sweet smell filled the air, giving everyone hope. Around the campfire, the tribe happily shared the fruit, while rain clouds gathered above the jungle. At first, everything seemed perfect, but the papayas had already started rotting in the heat. Harmful bacteria spread inside the fruit, while insects laid eggs beneath the skin. Primitive humans could not see the hidden danger waiting inside. Soon after eating, several women became terribly sick. One collapsed beside the fire, shaking violently. Another suffered intense stomach pain and could barely stand. Fear spread rapidly across the tribe as more women showed symptoms. The healer rushed to help using primitive herbal medicine. He boiled leaves, burned plants, and prayed to ancient spirits. But nothing worked immediately. The sickness grew worse while heavy rain flooded the camp. As darkness covered the rainforest, terrifying sounds surrounded the tribe. Hyenas laughed nearby while predators moved through the trees. Hunters stood guard with flaming torches while the sick women struggled to survive inside a cave shelter. One old hunter finally noticed worms crawling inside a broken papaya. The truth became clear. The fruit itself was poisoned by decay. The tribe quickly threw every remaining papaya away and cleaned the camp with water from a river. For several days, survival remained uncertain. Some women were too weak to walk. Others survived only because the tribe protected and cared for them during the storm. Slowly, strength returned to their bodies. The experience changed the tribe forever. They learned to inspect food carefully before eating. Fruits with strange smells, insects, or soft spots became forbidden. In the prehistoric world, wisdom could mean the difference between life and death. Nature was both friend and enemy. The rainforest provided food, water, and shelter, but also hid invisible dangers. And for those prehistoric women, the sweet papaya nearly became their final meal.